Well, no pinch runner, but new pitcher, as we thought that Parquet getting through the meat of the order there, and now has given way here in the 7th to Bobby Howry, one of the many White Sox relievers who have excelled this year. Howry at 27 years of age, his 3rd season. Last year was the closer with 28 saves. This year, setup man for Keith Folk.
Both of these managers yesterday said all they wanted was the lead after 5 innings. They have so much confidence in their bullpen. And why wouldn't they, with the job they've done all year? Well, the lead that Jerry Manuel was given was after 3 innings.
Well, after Parquet was rolling along, Howry comes in and very quickly walks Jay Buhner to lead off the 7th.
But since then, they've picked up 15 outs without Seattle scoring a run.
David Bell lined out to short, struck out.
Sacrifice bunt would not surprise me at all in this situation.
This is a perfect spot to do it.
You take the first strike after a guy just was given a base on ball.
We haven't tested Perry yet, Rick. Oh no, he hits it to deep left. Carlos Lee is back. It's off the wall. Buhner held at second base, so now he's just going to go to third. Forget the butt when you could hit it 380 feet. Another 2 feet, it would have been gone. Infield plan to come home as Al Martin looks at the ball 1 from Bobby Howry. Martin sees him pick up. Before the deadline, traded John Mabry and Tom Davey to San Diego at the end of July. He's played some left for Ricky Henderson.
Martin did the same thing with his stance that we talked about earlier with Frank Thomas. Had trouble staying close. He went to that open stance, sees the ball better. You can see the conversation at the mound was about Al Martin. All right, Bobby Howry, you don't know a lot about him. Charles Johnson, you may not. Haven't been in the American League all year. Martin, a National League guy. Well, he's a good fastball hitter. He has not seen a fastball yet. 2 sliders and a change.
Outside, 2-2.
Lou Piniella going with more speed at third base, getting Jay Buhner out of there because he knows that's a tying run. It's important. Jerry Manuel might be wishing that he would have done that with Herbert Perry to pick up some insurance.
Martin fouls it off. Count remains the same. Ibanez, the pinch runner, at third, and David Bell is on at second, and Buhner is out. Jay, 2 walks. And a fly out to right, so he got aboard twice, even though he didn't get a hit. Looks like 0 for 1, but his walk could be huge. A little excuse me. Perry with the bad hammy. Gave it a good effort, didn't he? He doesn't need a helmet. He's a football player.
This guy would have been an everyday player at the big league level, too, had it not been for 6 knee operations. Now, I don't know how you could blame that on football, though. He was a quarterback. His running back, as you said, was Emmitt Smith. Now, if I got Emmitt Smith back there, they don't touch me. I turn around. Emmitt, which side do you want to go? I hand it to him. I get out of the way. But it's been injuries that have kept Herbert Perry from being an everyday player at this level.
Ripped by Martin to right. Just foul. The Mariners were about a foot from the lead.
Yeah, but the baseball gods, Boomer, as you know, have a way of evening things out. Back in the bottom of the 4th inning, Brett Tomko comes in, bases loaded, 1 out, and Jose Valentin hit a ball just like this that would have sent this crowd crazy. It was foul. He popped up. Nobody scored. Nobody scores here. Reason we still have a one-run game.
Gods of baseball. Holding the runner is Durham, then smartly going to Turnerco, just the way you play it. Nobody moves, and there's one out. Mark McLemore looks at strike one from Bobby Howard. Mac singled, was erased on a double play in the second, flew out to right in the fifth. With Ricky Henderson on deck. So runners at second and third. There's now one out. So the Mariners tie it and take the lead. Talked about the White Sox bullpen. Certainly he's made the proverbial tough bed. But again, no fear. Right?
He's put himself in this position.
Yep.
As did Freddie Garcia for Seattle.
Yes.
He allowed 4 runs. 2 of those he put on by the base on ball.
Just missing up and outside. 2-1.
It's really been a consistent home plate this afternoon for Charlie Relaford. I think the toughest part for a young umpire is to go to a ballpark that's full like this. The crowd wants a strike. It's almost like you have to turn your hearing off. What's a strike for one team has to be a strike for both. What was a strike in the first inning has to continue to be that throughout the game.
Three and one. You know, I was just thinking, you mentioned the baseball gods, so we had the baseball gods and the commissioner within 1 inning coming into play.
That's all because of you.
No, oh no.
The commissioner doesn't show up when I'm on the air.
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah.
You're big.
Yeah.
Cy Young Award. What am I? Now this is big. Banez and Bell in scoring position. 3-1 pitch to McLemore. Johnson set up outside. The pitch was there, but it's a ball. So now the base is loaded. I mean, they do have some speed on there. And Ricky Henderson coming up. Well, no, it's going to be Stan Javier against the righty, the veteran. Talk about major league pedigree with Bell at second, a third-generation major leaguer. Here is Stan Javier, long-time member of the, goes as far back as the championship A's in the late 80s. Fouls it off.
I don't think it's just a coincidence that Javier and McLemore end up on winning teams. They do the little intangible things that help teams win. Javier knows that if a team's looking for a power guy, he said, I'm not their guy. But you want a guy that can put the ball in play, advance runners, play defense, add some speed, that's me.
Play all the outfield positions. They need him for a big hit right here, and it's 1-1. Banez, the pinch runner at third for Buhner. David Bell is at second with his double. And Mark McLemore is at first with his walk. Javier postseason 88, 89, 90 Oakland, 97 Giants. Now the 2000 Mariners. And now Howry ahead. 1-2. Howry worked 71 innings this year, and the strikeout department had 60. This would be a good time for his 61st of this season. Boy, he nibbled on the outside corner. Javier didn't even make a move toward it. What a big strikeout.
I think Javier completely fooled with the location of this backdoor slider. A terrific job by Charles Johnson, framing it, holding it there. Look at the look that he gives Charlie Relaford. The little move at the last second back to the outer half of the plate rather than the corner.
13 2/3. An ERA of 1.98. So you talk about a guy wet behind the ears of the majors. Here he is. 26 years of age from Jackson, Mississippi, and he's facing Mike Cameron. I want to ask you something at the first pitch. Submarine inside. A lot of fans at home saying, why don't you let Ricky Henderson bat at that point? Javier, 18 of 22. Rick driving in runners from third with less than 2 outs, which he didn't do. Were you surprised or no?
Not at all, because I've watched Ricky play the last month of the season, and it has been a Ricky Henderson. It looks like age is starting to take over. Just hit 180 during the month of September when he was really needed by Seattle.
Submarine for a strike. 1-1.
Bases loaded. Absolutely nowhere to put Mike Cameron. Bobby Howry, Boomer, as you mentioned, 1 for 1, Mike Cameron off of him with a homer. The numbers on Bradford, very impressive. Only 1 base on ball, and only 1 time in 11 chances has the first hitter against him reached base.
Whoa! That was like a slinky. Crowd up.
It's all about knowing your personnel. That's why Jerry Manuel went out here and made this move. The numbers indicated, but he felt like his youngster could get the job done.
But he doesn't. Cameron gets the job done. Ibanez scores. The throw to the plate. Bell is out at home. He's out. Johnson puts the tag on. The Mariners have tied it, but are stopped trying to take the lead. 7th inning stretch. Everyone's on their feet anyway in a tie game.